World peace. Welcome back to the Cosmic Throne. I am you, you are me. Can't you see? It's Eternal T. I'm going to be doing a lot of astrology on this platform, so I told you that already, right? But, however, something very important I want to talk about. Another crystal journey. All right, so this is emerald, obviously. Literally my favorite stone of all time. I just can't, I can't get around it. It's the best. I don't know. It's not the best to everybody else. But anyways, obviously they say Mercury is associated with Gemini and associated with Virgo. It rules those two planets. But that's Mercury that comes with the emerald stone. So Mercury is associated with emerald. Now, that's going to be everything that deal with writing, dexterity, skills, thought, higher intelligence. Depending on what you are in your birth chart, how your rising sign is and where the planets are and what they're doing for you personally, is really how you want to recommend any type of crystal that you're actually going to work with. I mean, you could just get a crystal and you may not notice it, any differences. Or if you're not in touch with any like the subtle energies, but it's good to be conscious. So obviously all crystals deal with subtle energies, but deal with your subconscious and on the psyche or mental plane. But that's the point. So if you want to break it down for somebody that doesn't believe in these energies, even though science is confirming pretty much everything that an atheist can enjoy versus a highly religious person. So science is just like, hey, the bridge between the two worlds, so to speak. So anyways, most people actually do know that the crystals work on that psychic realm. So if you want to break it down for somebody that doesn't really believe it or doesn't understand how this thing works, you could just use it like, oh, I'm wearing this, and when I sit with this, create a vision. This is how you do it. Hold what you got. It could be any crystal in the world. Hold what you got. Sit there for a while. Whatever you want to manifest. Personal confidence, personal joy, unconditional love. But pick something specific. Not just the quality, maybe even have a little vision, or just watch your vision automatically your mind's going to create images and pictures. So you sit with it. Now you have a moment, you remember this, do it for 5 minutes, you remember it, you're going to remember this moment. Then you wear something. That's why I wear this huge ass piece, because first of all, I love emerald and I want something significant. You do that, then you go to do your natural stuff. You have it, say you have a little small one, and you just keep that one in your pocket, but don't keep too much stuff in your pocket, or next to something that you have to take out every day. Maybe some gloves, or maybe like if you have to use, like a pen that you're gonna use a lot in a day, you put it right next to there. Then you touch, every time you put your hand in there, your pocket, you touch it. It might trigger whatever you were meditating on earlier or previously. It just, you're like, oh, I remember that vision. I was sitting there and blah, blah, blah. And I was walking on the street, went to the library, and I got some books that I really wanted to get. And then they helped me move forward financially. And then that was like part of your vision. And then every time you touch it, you kind of just remember that feeling. It doesn't even have to be the exact vision. You have to go through the whole process again. It's just like that feeling. Oh yeah, that was really tight. I felt really good once I saw like all the stuff that I wanted, that I was studying, manifested, and I was able to get things and achieve things that I very, very proud of. So that feeling, that proud, that achievement feeling is now in your pocket. And every time you touch it, it's a reminder. So it's a reminder. That's it. That's how it works. Stop making it so like mysterious. Like, oh, you put this in your house and then sprinkle this dust on it and then leave. And then it's all, that's like, oh, you were supposed to do this. And then you had to turn it and pour a little water on it. So now you're just like, okay, I had to do all these things, trying to remember all these things. And you just forgot that this is an emotional experience, and that's how you actually attract. So anyways, that was a display of what emerald could do for you. It gives you the ability to be able to explain something more thoroughly, or just more confidently, and just actually be able to articulate it better. And not pronounce, articulate, as in if somebody cannot understand, you are able to break it down in a way that is understandable. If you have to use pictures for certain people, that's better for you, then that's what it is. I will draw you a picture too. It is what it is. Speaking of pictures, there's a lot of remedies in Vedic astrology that I really love, and dealing with pictures, which one of my teachers showed me, and I think it helped. After I looked at some of the manifestations in my life, I definitely think it helped a lot. there's no way to deny some of the things that go on when it comes to these remedies and practical, they call it sadhana. So spiritual practices. Breath, the word spirit means breath. And the etymology of spirit, which is the original definition, means breath. Now think about that, ponder that for a while, and just rest with that idea. If you have never heard this before, it's not a big deal once you do hear it. And the first time you hear it, for most people that are in the spiritual realm or a bit more metaphysically attuned, they see that definition. Go look it up for yourself. They see the definition and they're like, yeah, okay, this all makes sense now. When you think of the laws of the universe. And then I had a psychedelic experience. Maybe I'll talk about that later. Briefly, I had an experience where at the end of my flight, journey, trip, I was saying, all I am is breath. That's all we are. It's just breath. And are we really just one big inhalation, manifesting, and then exhaling into the next life? Anyways, the emerald that I wanted to speak of really represents a lot of this cosmic thought. Working with emerald obviously can put things into a better perspective for you. I do not even want to say I meditate anymore. I do mantra, and then I allow my mind and emotions to go where I need it to go. I kind of channel my emotions when I'm doing the meditation. I do the mantra. I just keep saying Om Namah Shivaya and 108 times, which is one of the most powerful cosmic numbers. It's, if not the best one, besides 144 and 963. Emerald may make you talk a lot, make you ramble a bit. It depends on who you are. Now, for all the Gemini risings, for all the strongest planet in their birth chart being Mercury, emerald can be a great thing for you. All right, so as mentioned previously, the laws of the universe, which is not what I'm talking about here because that is a lecture in itself. Tahuti, aka Thoth, which wrote the Emerald Tablets. You could do a meditation on Thoth. You could do whatever you want to do. Just freaking understand that emerald deals with your writing ability. If you have to do a long lecture, use the emerald, sit down, hold the emerald, think about what you want to say. You got to write a report. Think about what you want to say. You're reading a book that you really need to comprehend. For instance, you got a math problem or a math test, and it might not be your strongest subject. Maybe have some emerald while you're studying. A clean glass of water, clean water, and put a crystal like emerald or even clear quartz. But let's not get too far off topic, but the emerald can help you out with that. Now, for different signs are associated with different rising signs, the emerald will have a different effect on you in your life and bring certain things out. So I don't really need to get into all this. I may just do a whole astrology video based on that. The whole point of the journey that I've had, because I forgot how to do these apparently. So the journey that I had, the crystal journey, welcome back to the Cosmic Throne. Here we're doing crystal journeys today. I'm being very sarcastic with myself. So Allah, help me out here. Now, the point is, after all this rambling, the point is for a Gemini rising or a Virgo rising, that will actually help boost their confidence, depending on what's where the planet Mercury goes into your birth chart. Now, if you want a reading or you want to understand more about how this affects you, stay tuned. I'm probably going to do a whole different type of lesson on the crystals and the zodiac signs more clearly so that everyone can understand what I'm trying to say, and I can break it down and go a little bit in a smoother way. Now, because it's going to have a different effect on people. That's why Saturn-like energies such as tourmaline which I stated in one of my more popular videos on the journey, crystal journeys, was not so good for me. Well, it wasn't so pleasant because it takes the Gemini who's in the air floating down to earth, which is good to be grounded, but how are you using your ground? Does it feel like stagnation and you're still up here? Or does it feel like you're leveled and you have a sense of stability? These are differences compared to you in your chart versus a Gemini or versus a Aries versus a Kanya, aka Virgo. Sorry, the Sanskrit just hops out. But now let's get back to the deal. This actually helps me talk better because the more animated I am, the more true that I can be for you. So I don't know if I'm going to do this all the time to the point where I've developed a complex and a character, but it does feel quite invigorating, enjoyable, I say. Let's keep that because this is Emerald. It is good for me to make up words. Now, I have been getting more of myself out into the public and expressive. And that's what I wanted to do with this Emerald. I also wanted to manifest certain money opportunities. Actually, I have been with more friend groups, which deals with my 11th house, where the Mercury is associated with Emerald. So, what I'm saying to you is, literally it manifests in your chart. You're just bringing out that energy if you're willing to work with it and recognize what's going on. It's my ascendant lord, aka the planet ruling the first house. I literally think of this Emerald as me wearing the planet Mercury. I have ideas, a plethora of ideas. Me and my partners, we got together. We have been talking way more, talking about, and I don't want to give it away or tell you guys exactly what I'm doing without a manifestation, but a couple different business ideas. I've been with my network circles. I've been talking. I've been trying to even collaborate a party, get a party together for the holiday. So, and that's the solstice coming up. And I'll speak more and I'll be more out in the public, which is what I wanted to do because I think that I have some valuable information, if not just a peaceful friend to listen to and have you think and also act towards something more positive. Now, this is actually way better for me to talk like this. I don't know why I haven't been doing this the first time, but it must be the Emerald that's actually helping me tap in to my true persona. Dear God. All right, finally got here. So anyways, I have ideas to even write more, but I haven't been writing. I haven't been writing that much. Actually, I was doing a lot of my journals and when it comes to the nakshatras in different times. By nakshatra, I mean the 27 constellations as the moon goes through each single day, going all around the zodiac. Within the 12 zodiac, you have 27 constellations, according to Vedic astrology. So, as that is happening, I'm jotting down what I see. My observational astrology has helped me more than anything. So, I don't even know why the main topic is astrology, probably because it's programmed into my soul and subconscious. So, here we are. But I guess that's what I really want to discuss. So what I will do is make a more thorough video discussing the different planetary associations with the crystals and the zodiac. So I hope this helped you in any kind of way. Please allow for me to go through my rough patch of getting back into the camera zone so that everybody can get this message. And actually, tell me what has helped you, or have you worked with Emerald, and how has it manifested things? What have you seen so far? Maybe I'll do another update because this is one of my favorite pieces. It's beautiful. It's a hexagonal, which reminds me of the energy of Venus, which is one of a great planet for me as well. This will all be great. I'm going to keep on doing this. Literally one of my favorite stones, help me be more confident, be more grounded, into, like just be into myself, like just be, all right, this is what it's going to be. A little bit more focused, a little bit more decisive, a little bit more, even though Mercury is the planet of indecisiveness in a way, because it has the ability to see different things and break two different things down that are actually meant to be the same. And Kritika, which is the nakshatra of the day that I'm actually recording on right now, dealing with cutting this and dissecting, it actually, you can separate the parts. Having a good Mercury or using emerald help you dissect different things that you, into your life. It's good to use to organize things. So take it, find something, sit with it and see where your mind goes with it. Think of the Mercury while you're doing it. Think of the crystal while you're doing it. When you go out and you do what your natural day things, just maybe do a little bit more of journaling and see how am I more organized? Am I able to? That's the way you're able to understand. That's why Mercury deals with intellect, or emerald deals with intellect, because you're able to take things and dissect it, and separate parts, and then bring them back. Separation, bring them apart. See the whole. Jupiter's more so, it is all one and we see the whole. And then Mercury's like, okay, so Mercury's the microscope. All right. Oh, so it's made like this. So to get this whole, you actually need all these little pieces in here. But are you going to get too lost in the pieces where you don't see the whole anymore? And the emerald kind of says, okay, I can see all the individual pieces. And now I'm going to try to reorganize them. I'm going to use these little individual pieces. But in the back of my mind, I can still remain the whole, and I can still see the whole because I understand that I'm affecting the whole. Now, you can use love. You can use confidence. You can use relationships. You can use finances, studies, spirituality, friend groups, achievements, job, health, travel, transformation. You can use all these things. Now, put that back into the play of what your whole is, or something that you are trying to manipulate or affect or dissect or understand. And that's where you're placing this idea of emerald. That's it for me. World peace. It's your brother Eternal T. I am you, you are me. Can't you see? Thank you for joining the Cosmic Throne. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Thank you for sharing. And let me know, like I said, what have been your journey with emerald?